On YouTube, there are a lot of hated people in genres, such as FuzzyTube in the Fortnite genre, but at least with those cancerous people/themes of YouTube, you at least know what you're getting. But what if I told you that there's a genre on YouTube so toxic, so degenerate, this niche is responsible for the content theft of over hundreds of content creators, and not just from YouTube, but from TV, the internet, and media overall. A genre so bad, it takes the money out of original content creators' pockets, right into their own. A genre so lazy, they have no care in the quality or their content. And if you haven't figured out what genre I'm talking about, reaction YouTubers, and why they're the most fraudulent genre on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into this interesting story of theft, fraud, and slothany. And to start, the first reported reaction type content would start all the way back in 2011 with the Reply Girls era. Now, I'll keep this entry short, because I went into depth about the Reply Girls in my Forgotten Controversies of YouTube video, which you should go take a watch, but the Reply Girls were a bunch of females who took advantage of the YouTube algorithm by showing their breast, in turn getting high click-through rates by whatever horny teens or adults would watch them, and also by copying the metadata of whatever YouTube video they would quote-unquote react to. The idea of this content would originate from a lady named Alejandra Glutton, and she has trickled with the idea, and when this extremely profitable video genre from Alejandra was on a rise, YouTube copycats were soon to follow, with one of these female Reply Girl YouTubers named Megan Lee Hart, where at one point she was said to be making tens of thousands of dollars, while also claiming to have made $80,000 on her channel page description. So I think it's clear, the Reply Girls brand was a very manipulative way to gain money, and lots of it in a short period of time. But eventually, the YouTube community and internet as a whole was extremely fed up with their content, where YouTube would eventually come up with the idea of audience retention, because since there was such a high click-off rate on the Reply Girls videos, if someone were to see a Reply Girls video, decide to click on it, and right after, click off, because there was nothing interesting other than some breasts, which by this point on YouTube, people had enough of. But just as the Reply Girls came when abusing the YouTube algorithm, they had disappeared out of thin air due to having next to none audience retention. Now, although the Reply Girls were an interesting phenomenon of cash cowing the YouTube algorithm and their bodies to an extreme, with this type of content being seen as very cancerous and condescending. However, this type of quote-unquote reaction content will not be the last time it would be seen on YouTube. Moving forward to 2015, a YouTube gold rush was happening, and these channels will go down in history to be known as reaction YouTubers, especially with the Finebros channel, which we'll circle back on. But one specific YouTuber who really started to make a boom in the reaction content was a person known as Jinx, a man who had overnight succession with this type of genre, starting his channel on the day of April 30th of 2013. The original Jinx channel would often post skit-like comedy song videos that were alright in terms of success, but there was one specific content that really skyrocketed Jinx's channel. In February of 2015, Jinx would upload a video called Top 5 Pranks Gone Wrong, and this video blew Jinx's channel up, and soon following the release of this video, reaction content quickly became the norm on Jinx's channel, gaining hundreds of thousands, if not billions of views per video, so I think it's clear Jinx has struck gold with this content. However, with this type of YouTube content getting popular, copycats were soon to follow, such as Cjissocool, starting his channel in the summer of 2015 when Jinx was at an all-time high, more than likely piggybacking on the success of Jinx's reaction videos. And I think it's obvious from the early days of Cjissocool's channel in 2015, they were an overnight success as well as Jinx. So, with the rise in this reaction content all throughout the YouTube platform, YouTuber Grade A Under went to call out Jinx.
And rightfully so, right? I think. Right, the reason for this is because you're just sitting there watching a video and going, shit, damn, what the fuck? That's not an entertaining reaction, right? Your videos do show your reactions, but they're fucking shit. People are watching your videos, watching that good content in the corner. They're not watching your fucking reactions, mate. So it's not like I have an issue with reaction videos themselves. I like me a good reaction video, right? I just have an issue with dickheads like these two making a living off of silently watching other people's stolen content and then fucking bragging about it.
Now, soon following this video from Grade A Under, Jinx would make a pretty quick response on Grade A's video, and as you can clearly tell, that video I'm showing with Jinx's response pretty much proves Grade A's point right. However, this would not be the only call out against Jinx. Take YouTube veteran Jack's Films video on Jinx for example. What's going on, everyone? It's Skipper's son coming at you back with a reaction video. Today, we're going to be reacting to Jax's Films, reacting to an awful react channel. So, before this video starts, I would implore you all to like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that to help me get bigger as a creator and make more money off of this reaction channel stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey guys, it's me, Jack. Today I'm going to react to a really cool YouTuber named Jinx.
Here we go.
Really going nuts over this one. Okay.
Grammar sucks number 99. Your grammar sucks number 99. No, really? That's almost 100. No, really? That's almost 100. Better make it good. I've read your comments for 4 years now and trying to make it better, but I never knew how. It's time to end this. I'm almost done. I read all your comments, every single one, and it's a damn shame. Gotta end the game, and the only one to blame is me. It's so lame. You gotta finish, better go out strong. So here it is, the last YGS song. There's never not, stop being rude. That ugly play guitar, I play better than you. There's never not, you've gotta be kidding me. Take it off, spar is the agony. So irrespectful, laughing like a Paco. Just goes to show you there are angles. This video sucks, you are closer. Their arguments are exactly the same as each other's. Sprain my angle, this was a mess, and you're so autistic.
You play the entire video in your channel. It's like it's a one-stop shop. Why bother going to my channel to watch that video when you can just watch that and your reaction? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reacting to your videos, but I'll just show your videos in their entirety. That way it's like a one-stop shop. People don't even have to go to your channel. They can just go to mine for your videos and then my reaction. Sound good? God bless.
Alright, well, I hope you all liked that reaction video. You know, obviously, I'm definitely supporting Jack's Films, a YouTuber that is easily 10,000 times bigger than I am. You know, I'm giving him all this free press with the video I just showed him. Not linking any links to his channel in the description down below or any original links to the video I even showed. But other than that, I really hope you all like this video. I think I'm going to do more of this content, honestly. It's an easy way. It's just an easy way overall to make hundreds of thousands of views. But, hey. Okay, cool. Well, I will catch you guys later. Now, it should be noted that around this point, Jinx had hit over 1 million subscribers, so even though this call against Jinx was happening, that still didn't stop his rising popularity. But if there was one YouTuber that put a dent in Jinx's reaction dynasty, it was iDubbbz, where on the day of December 13th of 2015, he released a video called Content Cop Busting Jinx Reload, which I made a tier list on iDubbbz's Content Cop series, and you should really go take a watch when you would like to. But, as mentioned, this video really hurt Jinx, calling him out in a very aggressive way, where in turn, Jinx would make the biggest mistake he could have possibly done. He asked to fight iDubbbz, so let's see how that went.
Hey, what's going on, Celebrity Boxing? What's that? You say that Jinx pussied out of the fight? He's scared of me? He's scared of fighting me? Oh, I'm so sad to hear that, because I really wanted to fight him badly. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Well guys, it looks like the Jinx fight is officially off. He pussied out. Even after saying things like iDubbbz is a bitch boy on Twitter, he's the one who bitched out. So I think it's about time we put this whole Jinx iDubbbz feud to rest. He's quit reactions, and now we're quitting Jinx. Goodbye, Jinx.
And just as synonymous as iDubbbz's Content Cop ended, so did Jinx's career, where soon following this, he would announce he was quitting reaction content, not because of the criticism he was getting, just because, as he says, he was unable to make money off of reaction content. And sure, from the face of it, it doesn't seem like that, but when you consider the fact that by this point, reaction content going into 2016 was at an all-time high, where it would make sense that Jinx's revenue and popularity stream was starting to dwindle due to the oversaturation of reaction content on YouTube. However, Jinx did attempt to make a comeback into the reaction mainstream after having no success in his comedy skits and videos, but Jinx was never able to gain the popularity he originally had in 2015, where in turn, in 2023, all of Jinx's channels have been terminated or just abandoned, as well as this. Months earlier, on August 25th of 2022, Jinx was announcing he was quitting YouTube, and as of 2023, never to return again, and over a year later. But the next reaction YouTuber we are going to look into is Jinx's brother, Cjissocool, starting his channel on the day of December 26th of 2014. Although creating his channel at the tail end of 2014, Cjissocool didn't post his first video until the summer of 2015 on the 15th of June, called Channel Intro, where in first video fashion, it was basically just CJ and his brother Jinx talking about random stuff. However, due to CJ's more successful Jinx being featured in this video, this would easily help his channel grow right out of the bat, side and side with his brother Jinx. However, if you go to Cjissocool's videos dating around around the 2015 to 2016 era, he has seemingly deleted his whole reaction catalog. Now, to either move on from reaction content, or just because to avoid the whole reaction controversy that was going on at the time, CJ's older reaction content has been wiped from the YouTube hemisphere. However, back in 2015 to 2016, Cjissocool was still getting called out for being a part of the reaction boom of 2016. However, unlike his brother Jinx, CJ found a way to still be relevant and popular on YouTube past the reaction boom. And how, you might ask? Well, in family vlogging. And you might just think, hey, what a smart way to make a few $1,000s on a very addictive niche. Well, what I mean by a few $1,000s, I mean a net total of $4 million. And not just that, but his most popular video was surprising his family with a $31.7 million mansion. So I think it's clear that Cjissocool managed to still make a very nice living off of YouTube in the modern day. However, the same cannot be said about our next reaction channel, and unlike other reaction channels, this one has a very interesting story involving its rise and downfall. And this channel would be known as React, or what was formerly known as Finebros Entertainment, but the React channel would be created on the day of June 4th of 2007 by Benny and Rafi Fine. However, this was not Benny and Rafi Fine's first endeavor into the content hemisphere. Starting around 2003 is when they started to make content on the internet, such as web videos on social satire and humor-based topics on their website. But back in 2007, the Finebros didn't start their channel making reaction content, but the first video was called Lost, parody Star Wars.
Previously on Lost.
You all, everybody. You all, everybody. Well, there you are, Hobbit. Where are you bringing?
We've been searching for you for hours.
Freckles here thought the monster got you.
I told you not to call me Freckles in public.
Thought because we had sex, it was okay now. Seriously, guys, why'd you all come out here? I'm fine.
We were concerned you were out here doing drugs again.
No way, man. I'm clean. I just write my fingers a lot, then sniff the marker.
Well, we should go. Get back to the camp before dark.
What was that? It's coming towards us, I think. Hey, dudes. Jesus, stay puffed. Thought you were another goddamn polar bear. Sorry, dude. I just... Dude.
Look at the bright side. He'll last 2 weeks longer than the boar.
So as you can tell, when they originally started the Finebros channel, it wasn't intended for reaction videos. They were like many other people on the website at the time, just making whatever random topic of video that they felt like would be entertaining and could get views. However, what really put the Finebros channel on the radar was their Kids React series, and this series was huge, spanning over hundreds of videos and gaining over millions of views. And before you know it, they made Teens React, Elders React, and their most popular React series, YouTubers React, and so many more iconic series under the Finebros empire. However, with the dominance that the Finebros brand had on the reaction brand, copycats were soon to follow. So, to keep their lock on the reaction genre, in early 2016, they would release a now deleted video called React World.
We are excited to announce React World, which is a first-of-its-kind program that allows people and companies to license all our popular shows online so that anyone, even you watching right now, can create your own versions in a fully legal way and be part of a new and exciting global community.
In entertainment industry terms, when you create a version of a show based on someone else's format, this is called licensing, which many TV shows have done over time. For example, Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent. It's the same show format, but licensed legally to be created in other locations. So with React World, we've created a new way to license formats in the digital age.
And unlike in TV, where you have to pay huge amounts up front, we're providing the license with no upfront fees. Instead, we're sharing revenue with you after you start uploading. Along with the license, we're going to be giving you a bunch of resources to help you create the shows, make money, and get featured and promoted by us in various ways. Find out more in the links below.
Part of why we believe this initiative is important is due to witnessing many creators, ourselves included, having their shows and formats blatantly stolen by companies and people, both online and on television. And we implore everyone not to support those companies and channels. When you notice someone ripping someone's format off, don't stand for it.
We have been creating shows online for nearly 12 years, and as YouTube and web entertainment has evolved, we've seen the supportive ethos of what so many of us pioneered start going away. As digital media has become more corporate, the spirit of wanting to do things differently than traditional Hollywood has started to dissipate, but our company has never lost that spirit.
With React World, we're providing a way for people to make their own versions of our shows and do it with us. By licensing our formats and trademarks, everyone will know that you're doing this legally with our company's guidance.
We are so motivated for this. To know that our formats can inspire millions of people and opening that up for all of you to have the chance to do the same is as exciting as anything we have ever done before. And we look forward to the time when we can look back to this moment, to this video with all of you, knowing that this was when we all stood together, changed the way things were done, and created this first of its kind global community.
So if you're interested in creating your own version of any of our React formats, which if you don't, then what is wrong with you? Click the link, get the information, and sign up today. We can't wait to work with so many of you and change the world together.
Now, from the look and sound of it, it seems like a great idea. However, the YouTube platform did not see it that way, with the YouTube community absolutely shitting on Benny and Rafi Fine for this idea. The reason why this was just how scummy it was. Rather than crushing out these smaller reaction brands by making superior content, they would instead attempt to buy them out by essentially forcing them to be under this imperialistic foot of the Finebros, and in turn, you would get nothing back. The Finebros would take half your revenue, and you would be stuck under their oppressive network as long as your channel was around. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of these channels were just banking off the success of Benny and Rafi Fine's channel success, but that still doesn't give them the moral right to do so. But they did try to do it and get away with it in a legal way, in a, shall we say, very fraudulent fashion. So, following this disliked idea from the YouTube community at large, later in February of 2016, the Finebros would make an apology video to explain what they were thinking with the whole idea of React World.
Hey everybody, this video is us wanting to explain some things about React World. The confusion and negative response over what this all is has been so overwhelming. And what we've realized is that we completely screwed up with how we originally talked about this.
First and foremost, we're sorry for confusing people by using terminology like our React format. We were never trying to say that every video where someone reacts to something else is something we would try to control. When we referenced licensing the React format, we only meant our specific series, not the overall genre of reaction videos. We do not own the genre.
And we're creators at heart, and those who know us personally know how passionate we are about trying to help creators, and React World is meant to be an extension of that, with us simply providing resources and tools to anyone who wants to go down this path of creating one of our series with direct support from us.
So there's no way to go into all of the questions that people have about this, but we're going to answer some of the biggest ones that we've seen.
However, soon following this response from Benny and Rafi Fine, this did not quell the controversy, with the YouTube community still on their ass about this terrible business decision, and with their subs and views dropping, it's clear they knew that they had made a terrible business decision. And with the original release of the React World video, due to ever since the day of releasing that video, they would go on to lose over hundreds of thousands of subscribers a day, losing them in the triple digits at one point. Now, there's a lot I can talk about with React and the creators of it that a lot of people on the internet have already discussed, such as stealing content by putting it on their own video and making money due to it, or in 2020, when it would be revealed that back in 2009, Benny from the Finebros was found in a video painted as an African American in a comedy skit, despite them in 2020 attempting to reach out to the nationwide movement in 2020 about systemic racism. And as well as this, there were also reports of them being racist to African American employees, with accusations of them attempting to race bait with their thumbnails, with them showing more and more African Americans in their thumbnails during and following 2020. But I think post 2019 world, we all kind of expect this stuff. However, following the end of 2021, the Finebros brand would be bought out by a company, Electric Monster, for an undisclosed amount. But as well as this, a YouTube channel known as 1 Minute Talk Show would interview with kids that were now adults and would ask them what it was like to be on the show. And their answers might not be as positive as you think.
When kids react, you think maybe you can give us the contact information, because that would be like a way better connect right now than, you know, this right here.
It's not true. Check the numbers, yo. Kids react, teens react, fell off. Fuck the Finebros.
Did you have to sign an NDA when you were fired? Like, are you not allowed to reveal secrets anymore?
Did we have to sign an NDA?
Were you on Teens React too? Wait, can you come?
They were just cringe and wouldn't let us speak our mind on a show about speaking our minds.
They were on our fucking dick. and balls, bro. That shit sucked. We couldn't say nothing.
Let's say that you started to give an answer that was like your real opinion.
They would just cut it out the video, honestly. They wouldn't put it in, bro. They'd ask questions that were like pointing you towards the direction of a certain answer.
Walking out of there being like, yeah, I'm not about to be in this episode at all.
More importantly, when I was in middle school, I had such a huge crush on the blonde one. You know who I'm talking about.
Marie
Johnson.
What's her number? Like,
she's like in her kid stage right now.
Is she really?
Yeah.
The iceberg goes deep.
Because like she'll just randomly go live and like she's in like a house and it's kind of fire, bro.
So I think overall the Finebros brand isn't all it's set out to be. That much is clear. But still, compared to any other reaction YouTuber that we have discussed today, the React channel still pulls in hundreds of thousands of views and uploads daily. So I think it's clear that all these controversies with their past owners did not stop their tremendous growth of the React channel, still going strong today. Moving forward to our next reaction channel, we have BlastphamousHD, a reaction YouTuber who I think has had more background in house changes compared to any reaction YouTuber. I imagine the reason why this was due to his drastic increase in wealth when his channel blew up, which as of 2023, BHD is currently worth $336,000 to $2 million. Strap in, because we're going to be talking about this guy for a while. So I think where we need to start is in the history of BHD, starting his channel on the day of November 12th of 2014. This would be his first reaction-based YouTube channel, but the story of BHD goes back further than that. Starting his gaming channel called BHD Gaming on the day of June 5th of 2013 is pretty obvious what BHD made on this channel, gaming, uploading his first video in the summer of 2013. From there, his channel was just getting fairly popular and was well known by the YouTube community at large, where from there, BHD would post constantly and play whatever game was getting popular at the time, indie or AAA. He as well would post videos about skits, life stories, and of the such. So in a way, BHD was a one-stop shop for content. But somewhere along the line, BHD would find a new type of video genre to try, one he would go down in infamy for: reaction content. In late 2014, if you go to BHD Gaming's content, you can tell that he really started to lean into the reaction content, and it makes sense after all, because as previously mentioned, reaction content was at a rise, and I imagine when BHD saw the popularity it was getting, he would start to make his own main type of content, so much so, he would make his BlastphamousHD TV channel his main hub for reaction content, and his channel was an overnight success, so much so by the time early 2015 rolled in, his channel would hit over 1 million subscribers, and would get over 13 million views a month, so it's clear BHD had really started to cash in with the video reaction genre. However, much like when every YouTuber gets popular, conflict and controversy is destined to happen, such as his feud with YouTuber IamDante. This would primarily start when on the day of July 12th of 2016, when IamDante would release a video called BlastphamousHD Rant/Roast.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, what? You guys don't believe his fucking bullshit. I'm doing the nice guy thing. I'm the good guy here. I just don't want to watch it because don't believe that shit for a second. Because it's fucking bullshit.
You know, because like my sense of humor is super duper fucked. You know, and if it's not funny, then I'll just sit there and be looking like a fucking jack. I won't laugh. And I don't want to do that to nobody.
I don't even know if this should be considered as a roast because it's way fucking past that point. But I'm gonna get my shirt anyway.
Now, all things considered, this feud between Maurice aka BHD and IamDante would be BHD's most least problem in the grand scheme of things that you would have to worry about to start. On the day of April 2nd of 2018, for violating YouTube's terms of service when he was no less at the peak of his fame, with his channel having over 2.4 million subscribers at the time of BlastphamousHD TV's channel deletion. However, thankfully for BHD, he still had his gaming and backup channel created on the day of November 6th of 2015. And well, swing back to BHD's backup channel in just a while, but first, to put some context into how bad BHD can truly be, it would be revealed from editors, past friends, and girlfriends about how much of a bad person BHD truly is. To start, in a now deleted video, one of BHD's editors, known as Chavez, would release a video called "Why Don't Chavez and BHD Hang Out Anymore?"
You make up all these fucking lies for who knows what. Nobody cares. People are completely content with, we had a falling out, because it's what happened. They want the details. They don't need the details. It's hurtful details. You cheated on your ex and you took it out on your friends and you lied to one of your best friends. Oh, he wasn't my best friend, blah blah blah, I didn't trust him that much. Dude, we saw each other for like 13 hours 7 days a week for 8 months. And you better listen to Randy, because he's one of your last real friends left. All the other fake ass friends you bring around you, be careful. Because I never stole from you, I never tried to fight you, and keeping it real sometimes hurts people's feelings. And that's what the fuck I do, and you've had that from the beginning. And I don't need to be rich, and I don't need to be powerful, I just need to be me. And I've always been proud to be me, and I've never regretted being me. And that's all I ever will be.
Our next call out video would come from longtime friend of BHD, Randy, where he would also make a call out on BHD.
The sad part is, like, I didn't really want to. I didn't want any part of this, you know? But it was like, after a while, nigga, you know? I've had a lot of people, like, online asking me, like, oh, are you and BHD still cool? Did you hear about what he said? And da-da-da-da. And I'm gonna be honest. Okay. No, I haven't even really, like, taken too much of a look into, like, the whole thing of everything, because I'm just, like, over it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, all right, you know, so, and then he's bringing up, like, old videos of Chavez and skating and all that, and it's like, that was like 2017?
And the final call out would be from BHD's former girlfriend, Dr. Girlfriend.
So where were we again? Wild accusations. So, I'm just gonna read you the list that I wrote down.
Ooh, we got a list.
Accusations. Chavez stole money from BHD. True or false?
False.
True or false? I tried to sleep with BHD.
False.
What is the truth?
What is the truth? Okay, calm down, Oprah.
Truth is, BHD paid Chavez to work for him, and then after, when he decided that Chavez was too expensive, he decided to say that Chavez stole it from him. What else is the truth? I did not fucking try to sleep with BHD and then have my boyfriend try to beat him up because he wouldn't sleep with me. Do people not understand how stupid that sounds? Hey boyfriend, this other guy who is not my boyfriend and also happens to be the boyfriend of my best friend won't sleep with me. Will you please go beat up said person who is not my boyfriend who I am apparently trying to sleep with? The friendship with Maurice did not end because we were fake or because we were liars. Literally just ended because he was mad because he cheated on his girlfriend moved on, I stayed best friends with his girlfriend, and he asked me questions about her that he didn't want the answer to.
That is really what set us down this path of destruction.
So we're burning all the bridges. So
now, BHD would basically make a response on all three callouts in a video called The Truth About Randy.
Pillsbury doughboy looking dumbass that was on the video with the masculine manly bitch who saying that I bone little kids.
Well, the other two girls.
Oh.
One was 14, and there was also like a lot of flirting going on too.
And then on the other hand, I'm tired of this nigga having sex with all my more attractive, badder, of-age bitch friends.
His girlfriends, they be so cute. They be bad bitches. I don't understand how any of them find him attractive. Well, I just want to know. I'm so sorry. I just want to know.
Y'all are funny. Because I've been seeing a lot of comments telling me real inspirational type of shit. BHD, we support you. And I've been wondering why you niggas been supporting me so hard lately. Is because you guys have seen these videos that Randy and Brandy made that I didn't even really see. Bro, I just saw that recently. I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are funny for not telling me.
Now, there are a lot of controversies involving BHD. It's enough for a whole video on all the bad things BHD as a person has done, so I would really recommend watching the Bill's YT video on it, link in the description, but I'm here to call out BHD in another respect, other than his odd liking to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yes!
What I'm here to do is call out BHD on his endless record with content theft and fraud that has occurred on his now main channel, BHG2, and when he says he uploads every day, he uploads every day. I mean, just look at this endless content involving these TV shows, sometimes hours long. Pause the video if you must to know what I'm talking about, but a lot of these videos are just straight up copy and paste videos from TV shows and other content creators' work. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at just one of BHD's videos on American Dad, Try Not to Laugh compilation, Not for Snowflakes, #4, 3 hours.
What it is, guys? It's your boy BlastphamousHD, and today we are here to check out some American Dad that you guys have sent me in the DMs on Discord. If you guys want to watch the original video, the link's in the description down below. Let's do this.
Hey, Rabbi, I got a joke for you. 2 priests are hitting on an altar boy. Hello, guy who mistakenly believes he's my brother. If you want to hear a joke, Rabbi, I got a nice clean one. Okay, what are the 3 rings of marriage? The first one's the engagement ring, the second one's the wedding ring, and the third one, the suffering.
Stan, that's not a good joke because it's not racist. Okay, here's one. So this lazy Mexican walks into an even lazier black guy's bar.
I'm not gonna be my friends. Sorry, you'll need to find another squash partner.
Everybody at the club is paired up, and the club doesn't allow blacks, Jews, or women. That rules out my tennis partner, Rashika Greenblatt.
What?
What in the hell is that?
My zucchini casserole. Zucchini? Excuse me, but this...
I'm not gonna blame zucchini casserole on white people, but we're gonna blame zucchini casserole on white people, because I'm not gonna take credit for it.
Now, whether you're a fan of copyright laws or not is up to you, but come on BHD, you are straight up making a living off of other people's work, and to be quite frank, I'm surprised another larger YouTuber has not already called BHD out on this directly. So now, I'm gonna be honest with everyone watching this video, I think that BHD is the worst offender in terms of reaction content on YouTube, so anyone to come after BHD might be a little underwhelming. But point is, I think that BHD is the prime example of this type of quote-unquote reaction YouTuber that we should all be aware of hurting people's content the most, and that's why I wanted to put so much attention on him the most. Our next reaction YouTuber, who we'll be talking about next, is a man known as Charmex, a reaction YouTuber who really jumped into the reaction video craze pretty late in the game, but was still extremely popular, and had a long history of making reaction and gaming-like content on YouTube, with his brand spanning around 8 channels that at one point Charmex would use all of these channels to post reaction content on. However, in lots of respects, Charmex was kind of the voice of reason on the reaction YouTuber space, with his upbeat, positive attitude towards everything. Named Carl Clutter, born on the day of September 30th of 1994, he had quite the record under his belt, being a gamer, comedian, reactor, and even at one point, writing a book. However, it was reported that Charmex's book venture failed due to conflicting ideals with his book editor. However, things weren't always so high for Charmex. It was reported from Charmex himself that before his channel was created, he was extremely depressed. Charmex was in such a dark place in his life, further saying he was planning his S-side to the date of when he would do it. However, it was soon reported that during this dark time in his life, Charmex found YouTube and religion, 2 things that helped him out of his depression. Although, at the time of his rise, he still felt burnout and has still been going through rough times in his life, but Charmex said those rough times became less and less over time, especially with the rise of his channel. However, Charmex would release a long deleted video called This Had to Happen, I'm Sorry, where Charmex would go into depth about what schizophrenia meds he is on, and had admitted to not taking his full dose, and he would also go on into the history with his bipolarism.
What is up, you guys? I'm Charmex, and this video is a lot more serious than normal. Basically, if you guys weren't aware, I have a couple other channels. I have this one, I have Charmex 2, I have Charmex 3, as well as I have Charmex Plays, but I haven't really been that active over there. I'm actually waiting for something to arrive. But this video is going to be about Charmex 2 and Charmex 3. Now, if you guys aren't aware, I do like reactions over there. I do YouTube poop reactions on Charmex 3, as well as meme reactions on Charmex 2. Now, I love reacting to the memes and the YouTube poops, but over the last month and a bit, like, I've had anxiety and paranoia for a while, but I've only found it getting worse and worse and worse, and I don't know if that's because I'm on medication for schizophrenic medication, and I'm not taking the full dose. I have my reasons why, but I'm not taking the full dose. And I don't know if that's making things worse, my paranoia and whatnot worse, but it's gotten to the point where I don't want to keep continuing to do these channels. So I've decided to no longer continue to do those channels, and I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from, and hope you guys can forgive me, because I know some people are really going to be sad because of this, and I apologize for that. But I hope you can see where I'm coming from, and that for my mental health, I think it's best if I just stop and focus solely on the main channel. And yeah, so I apologize for anyone that is hurt by this change. And, you know, I don't know, I wish I didn't have this paranoia, but it is what it is. And even just talking about this, I mentioned this in another video I did, but even just talking about this, I already am starting to feel better. And I think that's the best thing for my psychological health right now, is to quit those two channels and focus on this channel here, as well as maybe focus on Charmex Plays, which I will be doing some other videos when the thing that I have ordered comes in the mail. Whoever knows when that's going to be. But yeah, so I just want to explain what's going on regarding the other two channels, and I hope you guys can see where I'm coming from. And please don't go re-upload any of the older videos from those channels. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Boop.
Regardless of this response, Charmex's loyal fans would understand what he was talking about, maybe not so much so re-uploading his past content, but regardless. However, on the day of March 31st of 2021, Charmex would double upload 2 videos that were very odd, all things considered, from his normal content.
Last video. Now, I'm making this video because I wanted to say thank you all for everything that you've done for me over the years, and for sticking with me over the years that I've done YouTube. And it has truly been an amazing journey, and you guys have made my life worth living, and I wanted to thank you all for being with me. And I kind of want to make a little video explaining why I'm quitting before my actual final video. Now, my actual final video, I should clarify, is if you guys don't know, I'm a Christian and I'm quite religious. I don't talk about it in my videos, but I feel as if it is my duty to at least talk about my faith as my last video, so that's what my last video will be. But for this video, I just wanted, say thank you for making my life worth living, and I wanted to kind of explain what has driven me to this decision. The main problem is, I think it's just YouTube itself, and the changes that have come onto this site over the last few years. Like, if you guys weren't aware, I've been dealing with a lot of, especially recently, it's gotten really bad with, like, community guideline strikes and crap like that. And this stuff all happens behind the scenes. I don't mention it in videos, but my videos are getting hit, and these are videos that I've done years ago. I have no clue what's in them, and I can't even go and review these videos that I've done because they're blocked now. Because once they get a guideline strike, the videos get removed, so you can't even go and review it to fight it. Like, one of the videos was like child endangerment. This is one that happened recently. It was a video, it got dinged for child endangerment. So I'm like, okay, let me go, like, I can fight this, but I have to find out like what happened in it. So I go and try to review the video. Well, I can't. It's been removed or blocked for people from viewing it. What's up, you guys? If you are seeing this, that means it is my last video. Now, this part right here that you are hearing is actually kind of like an update to the original video I had planned to upload as my last video. Basically, I had this crazy feeling that I was going to die, within 2 days. So I started panicking and I made this video. And I still want to get this video up, even though, it's been months since I actually recorded the part where I thought I was going to die. So obviously I have not died. But nonetheless, this is my last video if you are seeing this, and I still want this to be uploaded, so that is why you are now seeing it. I hope that gives some context, but yeah, this is my last video. And the reason why it's my last video is either 1, I actually have passed away, or 2, I've just gotten fed up with this website. Because it's really gotten bad on here in terms of, what you can and what you can't show, what you can and what you can't say. I feel really in a box, if that makes sense. Like, I can't express myself. I can't say things I want to say without, without being in fear of it damaging the channel. So I have honestly I've had enough. So either that has pushed me over to the point of quitting, or I have passed away. And now that that has been said, here is the part that I filmed a few months ago. For those of you who don't know, I am a Christian, and it is, it's my duty to spread the word of God and to teach other people. And I figure since I have somewhat of an audience, I should do that. So as my last video, that's what I plan to do. So if you're interested, I encourage you to stick around. But basically all I want to ask you is, you know, do you know where you're going when you die? Because, like, just think of consciousness. Just think how crazy it is that you are aware of who you are. You're aware of everything. Just complete consciousness. Just try to understand that. It's so mind-boggling. And then think of artificial intelligence and AI. And you see how far we have come? And yet, AI, artificial intelligence, still hasn't reached the singularity. Which, if you don't know what singularity is, it's when artificial intelligence becomes conscious.
And soon following this video, Charmex would delete his whole catalog of content on his main channel, and soon following this, people really started to wonder what happened to Charmex, with theories of him becoming a plumber, to him making it big in the stock market, which is something in past videos has stated as investing in, or just him potentially new gaming himself. Point is, there are a lot of theories on where Charmex went, and hey, if you want a full in-depth video on the story of Charmex, let me know in the comments. But the point is, I will say, out of all the reaction YouTubers out there, Charmex was definitely a more well-rounded and respected figure in the YouTube reaction community. So in lots of respects, Charmex was basically the saint of this cancerous genre.
Hello everybody.
Moving forward to our next reaction YouTuber, we have a man named Kushowa, who started his channel on the day of April 17th of 2014, with his official name being John Lugo, born on the day of October 30th of 1993. Now, Kushowa would often post gaming content in the early days when his channel was active. However, Kushowa's main series that brought him to success was this SML, aka Super Mario Logan series, where he would basically be known for reacting to these type of videos. And what really set Kushowa apart from other reaction YouTubers was a somewhat easily emotionally disturbed attitude when it comes to reacting to the content he would watch. However, in early 2018, when the reaction brand as a whole was on the decline, Kushowa abruptly stopped and deleted his whole reaction videos, except for a few exception videos Kushowa would not delete. That was until his channel deletion in early 2018. Now, it's unclear what happened to Kushowa. However, what is believed to be the biggest reason why Kushowa quit was he got bored from making SML content, and Super Mario themed content reaction for that matter. However, another reason why Kushowa likely quit was the hate he was receiving from the SML community, the community disliking Kushowa's personality, and with the community almost seeing Kushowa as a grifter of sorts, just seeing Kushowa as someone reacting to SML content for the attention and high viewership he would receive per episode. Eventually, this led to Kushowa leaving this toxic community, and this would all come down to a now deleted livestream from Kushowa, where in early 2018 would be his last.
Go subscribe there right now. There's the link right there in the description, right there for you guys to click the link and move on. Go show your support by going there. I want to move on. That's all I want to do. This channel's been a burden. That's all it's gonna ever be. You know, a painful reminder of all the stupid shit I did on this channel. So that's why I decided I'm just gonna end it. That's it. That's how it's gonna be. I want to move on from this. I want to do other stuff. I want to do bigger and better things.
So as Kushowa entailed, that would prove to be the last livestream on Kushowa's channel, where soon following its release, the Kushowa channel would be deleted, and that would really be the last time Kushowa was heard from. If you try and find Kushowa's gaming channel, it's nowhere to be found, and soon following the livestream, Kushowa, otherwise known as John Lugo, was never heard from on the internet as a whole again. Our next reaction YouTuber who we'll be discussing today is arguably the most popular YouTuber in this video, with a consistently growing fan base as of 2023, with over 34 million subscribers and an over whopping 23 billion views on our channel. I think it's clear that Aaliyah Marie Salish, or otherwise known as SSSniperwolf, has built quite the brand on YouTube, and not just in her whopping net worth of over $16 million as of 2023, but also in the respects of her being the most subscribed female YouTuber as of 2023. So I think it's clear that out of all the people who we have and will be discussing about today, SSSniperwolf definitely has the biggest brand and grasp out of anyone in the reaction genre today. More on her grasp later, but I think we need to give a brief overview on Aaliyah and her career as a whole. Starting her channel on the day of January 19th of 2013, primarily starting her channel off as gaming content in the early days of her channel, she would often post COD content, but on the day of January 24th of 2013, SSSniper would have posted her first video.
Kill confirmed. Hunter-killer drone ready for deployment. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
Pushing your location.
Lightning strike coordinates received.
3 confirmed.
Be advised, possibility incoming.
So as you can tell, SSSniperwolf's first video was really nothing special, just a silent gameplay with some text or surprising dramatic parts of the gameplay. However, this would prove to be the beginning of her immensely popular channel, but the SSSniperwolf brand would be revealed to go back even farther than this video, with her older brand being called Cjissocool.
Good lord, who is this beautiful, semi-glass nerdy but hot girl? What is your name?
I'm Leah.
Leah, who are you exactly?
Tasha from Contra Legacy of War, which is the first video game I've ever played.
So you dressed up as your video. I have to be careful because this looks pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Did you make this out of pieces or design it? How did
I made it.
So, is this your first time at Comic-Con?
Yeah, this is my first time at San Diego Comic-Con. I've been to Phoenix one this year.
So would you be considered a booth, your booth eye candy, aren't you?
No, not at all. I don't really care about looks that much.
Well, this is fascinating. Do you have a website or anything?
I have a YouTube. It's Sexy Sniper. I have like gameplay and stuff, and I do vlogs.
Do you do modeling?
No, I don't like modeling.
You don't, but you would for Girls and Corpses.
Sure.
Now you heard it here. We're gonna put you in Girls and Corpses mag. I'm gonna give you my card. I'm not kidding. I think you'd be perfect because we need more nerds. All right, say goodbye, Girls and Corpses.
Bye.
That video that you just saw was posted during the summer of 2012 at Comic-Con. We're very creeped out of Leah at her first Comic-Con, and rightfully so, would be interviewed more than likely due to her sexy appearance and look. And this would prove to be her main charm. Being the first real female gamer on YouTube, she would prove to be extremely popular on YouTube. However, much like every growing or popular content creator on YouTube, controversy is soon to spark, but unlike others, she would be the one to light the fumes.
Hey guys, what's up? So today I wanted to do something a little different and talk about Girl Gone Gamer. And you guys really have to watch the whole video to know the truth, because I feel like I'm going to make a lot of valid points and maybe give you some sort of insight that you guys might not have known about. But if you don't know her, she's been doing YouTube for almost 2 years and has over 400,000 subscribers and uploads pretty good COD gameplay. And as you guys have seen on my videos, I get literally at least 10 comments in a video asking me 1v1 Girl Gone Gamer, and they usually are a top comment. And I bet she gets a ton of those comments to 1v1 me. And she gets a lot of comments, so how could I possibly see them? I've seen the top comments several times. Say 1v1 SSS versus GGG, 1v1 Sniper Wolf, and guess what? They all get deleted and she blocks the person, or the people that post them. And one comment actually got over 100 thumbs up to 1v1 me. And if my subscribers want something to happen, I want to make it happen for them. And I decided to make this video today because she actually unfollowed me off Twitter and blocked me because I asked for a 1v1. And I've known Rhea, you could say personally, for over a year now, I think. And we used to talk on Skype and Twitter and DM, and she even wanted to do a dual commentary with me a while ago, but never got to it because I guess my channel is too small for her. But why would you just block someone that you followed for a year for asking for a friendly 1v1? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
In August of 2013, SSSniperwolf would directly call out her main competitor / rival, Girl Gone Gamer, due to months of back and forth between each other. The reason why this was because SSSniperwolf was calling out Girl Gone Gamer for being a fake gamer due to Girl Gone Gamer's fraudulent commentaries and reaction in those videos. And with this video, Sniperwolf got a lot of positive attention, so much so, within a week of releasing this video, Aaliyah would gain 100,000 subscribers. And with a lack of response from her main competitor, Girl Gone Gamer, who was at least 10 times bigger than SSSniperwolf at the time, really hurt her bottom line. So much so, Girl Gone Gamer, following this extreme callout, fell right out of the internet, never to be heard from again. And with this toppling from SSSniperwolf's main competitor, she would put herself on top of the gamer / e-girl platform on YouTube. And with this rise of her brand throughout the years, it would only get bigger and bigger. And after multiple controversies throughout the years later, has gone past, and even stronger from it. Which, if you want an in-depth review of all of SSSniperwolf's controversies, go watch Black Wolf's Company amazing video on it, link in the description. However, the one controversy not a lot of people talk about in the modern day, more than likely due to her extensive history of shutting people down who call her out in any way possible, which by me just posting this video could put myself in jeopardy of that fate. But what I am saying is, in lots of respects, SSSniperwolf is basically just a more successful female version of BlastphamousHD. From her clickbaity thumbnails to the same rotation of faces she makes in the same video thumbnail, only real difference is SSSniperwolf doesn't make an over 2.5 hour reaction videos just straight up copying either a TV show or a content creator. But why would she need to do that when she has major sponsorship deals, when all Sniperwolf really has to do is sit back, give a little hee-hee or shock to a video she's watching, send it to the editor, and make thousands off of ads and sponsorship payments, just off of someone else's work? Point is, SSSniperwolf's brand is clearly built off of other people's, whether that be indirectly, directly, is regardless to the bottom line. SSSniperwolf definitely will not be where she is at today, either without people giving her attention or just taking attention away from someone else, is how she has made her millions.
What's happening, guys? My name is Beasty and welcome back to the channel, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're returning with another reaction video.
Our next reaction YouTuber who we'll be talking about next is known as Beasty Reacts, created on the day of April 12th of 2016, and compared to a lot of other reaction YouTubers, Beasty Reacts would start his channel pretty late in the new reaction era of YouTube, and he was practically an overnight success with his reaction content. But this is almost expected, because a lot of his attention was coming from his main channel, known as Beasty, where he would primarily post gaming content on. And more than likely in 2017, when reaction content was making a comeback on YouTube, Beasty probably figured he would cash out on the growing brand on YouTube at the time. And so he did, and on the day of February 13th of 2017, Beasty would post his first reaction video.
What's happening, guys? My name is Beasty and welcome to the channel, and today is my first ever upload on the reaction channel. It's pretty big, guys. Listen, it's gonna be a little bit different from what you're probably used to. On my main channel, you guys are used to cut up video footage, and then, you know, you got the video and I make some dumb jokes. This is gonna be different. It's gonna be me, and I don't know which one I want to do. Do I want the webcam on the corner or me cut out on the side like this? I really don't know yet, but it's gonna be a normal reaction video. I just press play on the video, watch the video, talk about it during the video. You get the idea. Normal, I hate that word, normal reaction channel. But today we're gonna be checking out Thieves Caught Red-Handed Freaking Out Gone Crazy compilation. Now, if you want to see the original video, down in the description, you can always go and find it down there. Also, if you have any videos you want me to check out in the future, do not hesitate to link me. Now is your chance for me to check out anything and everything you guys want me to see. But today we're going to be watching this, and we're going to be reacting to it, and yeah, I don't know what to expect.
And so from there, Beasty would only grow and grow from his very popular reaction content. And I will say, Beasty compared to SSSniperwolf and BHD, at least Beasty didn't use the same 5 faces on his thumbnails when he was reacting to his YouTube videos. As well as this, Beasty also had a third YouTube channel called More Beasty, where he would mainly post a mix between reaction, gaming, and vlog-like content. So with this 3-network brand, Beasty was almost unstoppable on YouTube. Well, almost unstoppable, but first, I think we need to take a step back on who exactly YouTuber Beasty is, and how he got here as a content creator. Born Ryan Wheatley Michael on the day of May 20th of 1993 in Owensboro, Kentucky, living in a very large family consisting of 2 brothers, 1 sister, and 2 parents. Living in the country, Beasty would often play outside with his brothers and sister. It was also said that Beasty, along with his siblings, enjoyed Disney movies, and it might have also contributed to his very quirky, wacky personality that we are all used to in Beasty. But regardless, 5 years later, following a better job opportunity from Beasty's father, they would soon move across the state to Lexington, Kentucky. It should be noted by this point that Beasty and his family was very poor after making such a giant transition across the state. They were only able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. So I imagine 6 people living in a 2-bedroom apartment. That type of scenario is only destined to get chaotic, and with money tight at home, while also having such a terrible high school life due to rampant bullying, the only thing that would make Beasty happy was video games. But due to his family being poor and him being unable to afford what he really wanted, that being an Xbox 360. So along with saving up in his senior year of high school, Beasty was finally able to acquire one, and from there, his first channel had begun.
3, 2, 1, uber cringe. Please bear in mind, this was my first video I ever posted, and I'm also going to bleep out what I say is my channel name, because I don't want you guys to find this.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is with video 2 of my release day gameplay of Battlefield 4. And I am going to go ahead and play Assault for this round.
I'm so cringy, and I look like a ball sack with my shaved face. Ah! Oh.
And yes, this is Team Deathmatch. I've really had fun with Team Deathmatch, so I'm going to continue playing that. I'm not too anxious to dig back into Conquest.
You're not anxious to dig into Conquest? What type of commentary is that, you boring piece of crap? Oh my god. Listen, okay, listen. When I went to record this, you know what was running through my mind as a noob to YouTube? I was thinking, this is gonna go on YouTube and 1,000, maybe 10,000, 20,000 people will see this. I need to prepare. I need to be funny. Oh boy, that's really funny, dude. This guy's ugly. This guy's stupid. His video's boring. This commentary's garbage. Oh.
So as you can tell, Beasty would really denounce his first video content, especially for not revealing his first YouTube channel. However, in early 2017, when the adpocalypse was on the rise, Beasty's channel would soon be affected by this change, and from there, Beasty would be forced to slow down from uploading on all 3 of his channels to in turn be forced to find a real job, and in turn, all 3 of Beasty's channels started to take a notable decline in views and subscribers, where eventually, Beasty outright stopped uploading on YouTube. However, on the day of February 12th of 2021, Beasty would make a notable response video on where he has been on YouTube.
Hello there, guys. Remember me? In case you have forgotten, I was that guy that would occasionally upload content to YouTube, and when you clicked on one of my videos, you would instantaneously go deaf. Yeah, that guy. Well, I'm sure most of you guys are probably wondering, where have I been for all of this time? Nearly half of a year. Well, if I were being honest, I was captured by terrorists. They were torturing me, waterboarding me, but I would not give up the information. No, that does not sound believable. Where have I been? Well, actually, I decided to start my own cult. It was amazing. People had to wear nothing, no clothing at all, except they had to have their little piercings right here on their nipples. It was amazing. Unfortunately, somehow there was a poison that got in a big bowl of Kool-Aid, and everyone ended up dying. I decided to go exploring. Yeah, that's it. I was out exploring in the wilderness, living off the fat of the land, not using my cell phone or technology. No, that's not believable. No one would ever believe that I was outside. Me, a gamer. You know what it was? Actually, I got locked out of my YouTube account and I couldn't log back in, and I forgot my password, so it took me half of a year to finally get my account back. So that's why I've been gone for 5+ months. Believable? Okay, to be truthful, I was actually moving. Before I moved, though, by the way, this is my new setup. It's actually my own house. I bought my first house. Honestly, it was probably a mistake, but either way, before I moved, I nearly ended up dying. Here's a picture on screen somewhere of me in the ICU. I was 20 minutes away from being dead, and that was a whole experience, an ordeal, but either way, that was fun and exciting in the ICU for a full week with 1,000 different things plugged into me, but yeah, I survived, just barely, and then I moved, and I have a house now, and this is the new background, new studio, so yeah, that's pretty much all that's been happening with me. What about you guys? Have you done anything special? Definitely not watched any of my videos, I can tell you that.
So as you can tell, Beasty in a comedic explanation has been through a lot, from moving to being injured. Regardless, soon following this explanation from Beasty, he would remain inconsistently active on all of his channels until the day of December 9th of 2021, when he would release his last video called This Ending Was Satisfying, Call of Duty Vanguard Ending, and from there, that would be the last time Beasty ever uploaded and was ever seen on the internet as a whole. And soon following this, multiple theories were theorized on what happened to Beasty, from Beasty starting his own business, to Beasty outright just getting bored overall from making YouTube content, but regardless, the main subject is on Beasty's reaction channel. And what's weird is that well before 2021, Beasty's reaction channel was already dead, uploading his last video on the day of July 26th of 2019, and it was really nothing special compared to his normal reaction content. So what did happen to Beasty's reaction channel even before he outright left the internet in 2021? Well, I think it outright comes from the YouTube algorithm, when in 2019 it would go against YouTube's rules to bully and harass someone in a YouTube video, and something that Beasty was known for doing in his videos was often making fun of people. And as well as this, the more Beasty channel would be demonetized when posts following a video called Just a Psycho Woman and Her Slave. And soon following this, the release of this video, the Beasty channel would be demonetized, more than likely violating the no bullying harassment policy that YouTube by this point was cracking heavy down on. So I imagine, not to jeopardize the revenue that he was making on his Beasty React channel, he decided to outright stop uploading on that channel to keep collecting the high revenue on that channel. However, much like Charmex, Beasty was still a heavily respected creator who just happened to be associated with such a toxic and cancerous genre on YouTube.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to Reaction Time. Today we're going to be looking at some douchey rich kids on Snapchat. The most important thing when someone has money is to stay humble. You can't just be a douchebag. People are just gonna be like, hey, look at this douche. We're gonna just jump right into this, so let's go, let's do this.
Ironic. But our next reaction YouTuber who we'll be taking a look into today is known as Reaction Time, created on the day of April 25th of 2015 by man-child Tao Fishman, born on the day of December 27th of 1996, where Tao would have been in his senior year of high school when he would have created his Reaction Time YouTube channel. However, this wouldn't be Tao's first channel on YouTube. 1 year before the creation of Reaction Time YouTube channel was created, the Free Time YouTube channel was created, with his first video being released on the day of September 2nd of 2017, being called Weirdest Food Combinations. But Tao has seemingly abandoned this channel, with his last video being released over 2 years ago on the day of April 28th of 2021, when this video called Paying Our Favorite Celebs to Roast Us $1,000. But going back to Tao's main channel, Reaction Time, he was basically an overnight success with his channel. The reason why this is because instead of going the basic reaction route of just watching YouTube videos with no cuts and very limited editing, Tao was the Tom Edison of reaction content of what he would do compared to other reaction channels. The reason why this is because first, he had very professional lighting on all of his videos. Second, Tao was a very notable voice compared to a lot of other reaction YouTubers. And third, Tao wouldn't just watch reaction videos on YouTube. He would also watch Vine videos, news story videos, and just, story posts overall that were going viral on the internet overall. And compared to his competition at the time, Tao was very revolutionary in changing up his reaction content, and it paid off for Tao in a very huge way, with the Reaction Time channel gaining over 3 million subscribers before the summer of 2015 had ended. And from there, Reaction Time stock would only continue to grow and grow as the years went on and on. Eventually, Tao's Reaction Time YouTube channel would start collaborating with fellow YouTube reactor Dang Mad Smith, and from there, this would only help these two YouTubers' bottom line, with both of them gaining millions of subscribers and views by 2017. However, not all good things last, and as 2018 through 2019 came, Reaction Time subscriber and view count would slowly begin to take a dip into the red. And come the lockdown crisis of 2020, when a lot of people were forced at home to do nothing but basically be online almost 24/7, Reaction Time was not getting an increase in both views, subscribers for that matter. And sure, he was still racking them in, but compared to his competitors like BHD and SSSniperwolf, Reaction Time stayed stagnant on YouTube, with very minimal growth. And when at the time, a lot of people in the reaction genre were starting to grow rapidly, and it remained that way for years on and after the lockdown crisis occurred. So on the day of October 18th of 2022, Tao would address this dip in subs and viewership, and as well as his personal struggle to make videos overall.
I hate talking about this type of stuff. I think YouTube has always been a place where you can just go and relax and not worry about anything that has to do with your life. You can kind of have an escape, but things definitely change, So I just want to give you guys an update as to why I basically stopped uploading and what I want to do in the future. From the moment I started doing YouTube videos and uploading content online, it was an absolutely life-changing experience that I've never even imagined was possible. What are the odds? I think I got pretty lucky to have all of you guys support me for 7 years. Started YouTube 7 years ago, but Reaction Time really took off. In those 7 years, a lot of different things changed. TikTok wasn't a thing. We had Vine back in the day, and YouTube was basically one of the main places that people would come to watch videos, especially funny videos, videos that would be fun to watch, that you'd watch for hours with your friends. And now things have definitely changed. TikTok is extremely entertaining, but I don't think it's ever truly the same like how it was when I grew up with YouTube. I've noticed that me and some of my friends definitely have struggled to make videos in the same way that we made before. YouTube has a lot of different guidelines, and it has become very restrictive over the past few years. You can't use certain music, you can't say certain things, and it's made videos a little bit more difficult to make. And as someone who likes to make YouTube videos, I couldn't get on TikTok super easily because I'm just so used to connecting with you through these types of videos. It's only fair if I let you guys know what my plans are for the future. And again, a huge thank you for anyone that stayed and still supports me to this day. So here's what I want to do. I really want to make videos again.
So as you can tell, the YouTube algorithm was really hurting Reaction Time's channel and brand overall, and the only way for Tails to adapt was for him to use something like TikTok. However, Reaction Time's call to going back to normal video reaction content would be very unsuccessful, because in the summer of 2020, Reaction Time's peak of both views and subscribers was last then at 15.4 million subscribers, and ever since then, he has been on the red with his channel. And judging by how Tail has been making exactly $0 in revenue, I think we can say YouTube has more than likely demonetized their Reaction Time YouTube channel, for more than likely breaking some type of content theft rule YouTube has. And looking at Reaction Time's current upload consistency, I'd say the views and demonetization both speak on how Reaction Time's channel comeback is doing. So how did this collapse of a YouTube reaction empire happen? Well, basically, how any other reaction channel dies. First, putting a lack of effort into his content, much what a lot of reaction channels do when they get popular. They just stop caring because they know no matter what people do or think, they will still click on their videos. However, you can only get away with this for so long until people start to get really sick of it and tell how insincere and ungrateful you are. Second, making the same type of video content over and over and over again. Sure, reaction videos are fun and entertaining to watch, but when you've been doing it for over 5 years with no real change up in content, it would only make sense people would get sick of it. Third, the algorithm. Sure, it's a very cop-out excuse on YouTube to say, oh, it's the algorithm. The algorithm did this to me. But in this case, I think it does play a factor in Reaction Time's channel death, when as previously mentioned, YouTube would start cracking down on these channels who would post each other's content, and Reaction Time just could not adapt to that. In turn, that would play another part in the respects of the final nail in the coffin of Reaction Time's channel death. However, I think overall, that Reaction Times is the perfect example of how not to run a thriving reaction channel, and any channel for that matter. So there you have it, the worst and most well-known reactors in the YouTube community, and whether these channels are active or dead is irrelevant to their inspiring to downright cancerous niche that they all share under the reaction banner. And keep in mind, the list of reaction YouTubers, all past, present, and future, is almost limitless, so I just wanted to keep this subject on the most cancerous to most well-known reactors. And with this re-rise of reactors under the live reaction genre, such as XQC and Amazon Gold TV, I figured I would leave them out due to them, first, being under this newer reaction niche, and second, let me know in the comments if you want a sequel to this video where I discuss the current day cancer that is the reaction genre. But with that, I hope you all have a great day.